Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new chapter of Nanatsu no Taizai, or you can call it the 7 Deadly Sins, on chapter 344. Now, seeing this chapter and the way how it's going, it looks like to me we are just reaching the end, and it is literally almost the end, which I don't know how the finale is going to be. The way how it ended though, well, I expect a lot of reunions hopefully and a lot of things to come, but it's all up to Nakaba of how he wants to end it. So if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that the 7 Deadly Sins, which will be in this order. Deanne and King are about to go back home, while Meliodas and the others are about to say their goodbyes. As for Elaine and Bond, they're about to go travel around Britannia and go drinking ale, which is really funny. As for Gother, he is going to set out a journey to find out what his present work will be for him for now. Even though Deanne and King offers him to come with them, she says, nah, it'll be fine, and I can never be lonely, because if ever you're in trouble, we're there for you. All of us, the 7 Deadly Sins. Even though it sucks to see that Merlin's not there, and, Escanor as well. We see to it that Meliodas says his final words to the 7 Deadly Sins. He says, we'll always be friends, and we will be sure to meet again. And we see to it that everybody takes to separate ways, and we see to it that Elizabeth and Meliodas gets ready to go back to the castle. As for Hawk, he plans to go to Purgatory to erect a grave for his brother. And we see to it that he says, I'll see you guys later, alright? And we see to it that, Meliodas questions how exactly he's going to getting back to Purgatory. Even Hawk wonders the same thing. We see to it that Boucher is very happy to see Meliodas would take on his role as king, but we see to it that he wants to do a couple things first, but Boucher gives him a couple ideas, but he goes no, I need to go, I plan to go on Britannia around my honeymoon with Elizabeth. He goes you are a fool. King has no time to go on trips like that. She says, okay, forget it. I won't be king. He says, what did you do to me? Ha ha ha. He said he did deceive me to be king. But Elizabeth says, come on. We see to it, Meliodas says, I only meant that you could take care of things for me until we get back from our trip. I'll do as my job as king when I'm back home, okay? And we see to it that Elizabeth says she wants to go on a journey with Meliodas about the memories of 3,000 years ago, etc. And we see to it that Boucher says, well, okay, sorry to pressure you. If anything, I hope to see the faces of my grandchildren, that's for sure. And they go oh, so that's why you were so insistent. And we see to it that Hawk asks Merlin, hey, do you hear me, Merlin? Please help me, I'm begging you. As a fellow pig pal, can you send me to Purgatory? And we see to it that, Merlin says, you know what? You're such a handful. I may guarantee your arrival, but I can't guarantee your return. Is that okay? And she ends up sending Hawk to Purgatory, and it looks like to me he's suffering over there. He's roasting, he's burning up, and then he's freezing, and then he ends up breathing air that he can't even handle. But eventually he even turns into a skinny pig, and he says, oh man, I'm gonna die, But later on, we see to it that Hawk will later on survive, Eventually, he ends up actually adapting to it, because we all know how Hawk is. I mean, his brother is wild, and he's from Purgatory, so the fact that he's handling it no problem, and he's going to be stronger than anyone else when he gets back, which I look forward to, by the way, it's going to be fun. But there's a bigger surprise. Hawk will later on bumping into someone looking like him, but it has tusks and he's larger than him. He realizes, and Hawk and Wild ends up meeting each other. He goes wait a minute, that round body, that adorable figure, you're my little brother Mild. And Hawk's like, wait a minute, you're my brother? And they're like, oh my gosh, you're alive, you're alive, you're alive, you're alive. And Wild's like, oh, I've been waiting so long for this moment. I'm so glad I get to see you before I die. And Hawk's like, what the hell are you talking about? Don't go talk about dying when we've just only found each other. Are you sick or something? He goes, and Wild ends up explaining that after the long battle against the Demon Lord, my body's a wreck. I may only have 1,000,000 years left on me. And Hawk's like, that's plenty. What are you talking about? And that is plenty. Well, I'm pretty sure Purgatory's time zone is very different compared to Britannia right now. So they just need to get out of there, and Wild will live for a long, long time, And I hope they get out of there. I don't know. I really hope Wild will survive a bit more. I mean, if his body took a really big damage or toll against the Demon Lord, it's understandable that he doesn't have much time to live. Even though he's Purgatory and he's been living in Purgatory for a long time, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. I mean, like, Wild survived, which is to my shock, but I guess Nakama has his own ways of doing things in Purgatory, especially Purgatory creatures are very crazy and absolute. Training in Purgatory, unless you're immortal, will give you a big butted edge against a lot of things. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, the 7 deadly sins take their separate ways. Hawk goes to Purgatory. Meliodas and Elizabeth is going to go on their honeymoon and do the journey in Britannia like any other Sith, like Bond and Elena are doing, and Meliodas might be king, and I have yet to see Arthur and Merlin, you know, which I look forward to hopefully before the series ends, and depending how it ended, how it's going to end, yeah, hopefully it'll be a nice one. We don't know. Well, yeah. Okay. Hawk's reunited with Wild, or Wild is reunited with Mild, or Mild reunited with Wild. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyways, that's about it, people. I'm going to have to end it here. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha's Little. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.